breakfast yet, but I've got this Julie mango, which I'm going to devour. I'm gonna eat it right now. When we come back, we'll definitely cook some breakfast. I'll show you what I eat for the rest of the day. And yeah, we'll just have some fun in my kitchen because it has been too long. That's so good. Okay, that mango is phenomenal. Need to eat, so I'm gonna unpack this in a minute, but first let me grab my eggs and throw together some breakfast. Saturday is definitely a fridge raid day. I just like to refresh, obviously with the stuff that I just bought, which I'm gonna do in a moment, but for now I've just found some watercress, I've got some leftover white rice, I've got some bone broth, and obviously I've got my eggs. So I think I might actually do a quick little egg fried rice with watercress and just have a cup of bone broth on the side. Of course, I love a beautiful looking breakfast, but more than a beautiful looking breakfast, I like a breakfast that feels nourishing and feels good for my body. So this is definitely going to be one of those. I don't know if it's going to be the best looking thing. It's definitely going to be a tasty breakfast though, for sure. Yeah. I knew I had a few spring onions, and these definitely, you can see, these definitely need using. As much as it's been so frustrating not being able to record in my kitchen, it's actually forced me just to stop, and I think that's actually been a good thing. Not saying that I don't love cooking for you guys and obviously sharing my ideas, but I've just been cooking not because I need to put content out, which has just been really refreshing. I feel like it's just hit the reset button with my creativity, and now I feel kind of fueled and full of ideas, which over the next few months, obviously, I'm going to be just putting recipe videos out. So yeah, it's sometimes a good thing just being forced to slow down. Just going to chop up a few spring onions. Cooking the rice with the spring onions, and I'm going to whisk the eggs and throw them in. And I actually don't want to have the watercress raw, so I'm going to just warm it up in the bone broth. Obviously to go on top. Even though it's getting much warmer, I have no desire for raw vegetables. I don't know if I'm just over it, or maybe moving into summer I'll have a change of heart, but for now I'm definitely still just in my very warm, nourishing, deeply nourishing food phase. I can actually think straight. I feel so much better after eating breakfast. I'm going to show you what I grabbed from the farmer's market. Also going to just refresh my fridge, clear anything out that I can't use anymore, just so I know in the week what I need more of, what I don't need to buy more of. I'm gonna do a little bit of meal prep. I know I've got some chickpeas in a jar, and I've got some red peppers. In fact, let me put the red peppers to roast now. I've been craving a red pepper hummus. I've also put some quinoa to soak, so I'm probably gonna make like a big quinoa salad. Yeah, got some chickpeas, cut into one of the red peppers. I'm just gonna slice these up, put those to roast. Garlic and red peppers about to go into the oven. I picked up some rocket, a couple bags of rocket. I think we've maybe got 2 or 3 weeks left of wild garlic. Someone on the stall where I buy my food from said that when you start seeing the flowers, that's when you kind of know the season's coming to an end. I got some, no, I didn't get celery from the farmer's market. I actually picked up some rhubarb, which I've never cooked with, and I just asked you guys over on Instagram what you like to do with rhubarb, like what you like to throw it in. A lot of you said a crumble. I don't think I've got enough for a crumble, or it'd be a really small crumble. I've only got 3 stalks, 3 pieces. Is that how you say it? But I think I'm gonna do like a rhubarb compote and have it over porridge. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning, or maybe I'll make it today and have it for tomorrow morning. I braised some cabbage in the week, it was so delicious. So yeah, really in my cabbage zone right now. Cabbage and beetroot, purple sprouting broccoli. This is probably like the star of the season right now. Grabbed a leek, some chard, my favorite eggs, and then I went to Whole Foods, which I don't actually go in that often anymore. I feel like I used to go in Whole Foods every day, almost every day, and now maybe I'll do it like once a month or something, just because I just know what I'm like when I step into a shop like that. I'm just trying to be better when it comes to, you know, just making decisions, but sometimes I just want that tasty looking pistachio nut butter. I was so tempted, but I didn't. It looked delicious. Maybe next time I'll go in there, I'll grab some. But for today, I just grabbed some oats, got a really good bottle of olive oil. I haven't had this one for a long time, but it is delicious. Tried and tested many years ago, but I still remember it to be a really good one. I grabbed some mayonnaise. I do love this avocado oil mayonnaise, but I can be without it, and I have been without it for a while. It's not like a necessity, but you know, just fancied it. Everything bagel seasoning. Don't often see that in the UK. I know it's like a big thing in the US, but yeah, don't often see it here. I've got some tuna in olive oil, little Hugh bar, and I also love these wafers. Oh God, these wafers. And a little bit of green curry paste as well. So there's always things that I grab that I like to just wash and prepare on the day, because it's just a lot easier for my week. I can just chop and go. Grab, chop and go. That's the way I like to do it. And there are some things that actually I would prefer not to wash in advance and just wash as I go along, like the rocket, which is arugula if you're in the US, and the purple sprouting broccoli. Like I'll just store that, and then, you know, during the week I'll prepare it as I go along, as I use it, as I cook with it. Okay, I feel like I've definitely overdone these peppers, but it's okay because everything's gonna be blitzed up in a really tasty hummus. Take the skin off. Gonna do it in the Vitamix because I actually want a very smooth consistency. Also had some cannellini beans that I just pressure cooked in the week. I often just like to cook up a big pot of beans just as they are, and then I can just do whatever I want with them. What did I do with these in the week? In the week I made like this broth with rice and beans. It was delicious. Let's do this. So we'll put a little bit of the white beans in there, and then the rest we will do the chickpeas, which I'm definitely gonna rinse. I'm just doing this by eye. I like my hummus kind of tahini heavy. Throw a few chili flakes in there, lemon juice for sure, and we also need some olive oil as well. Smooth, 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 smooth. If you fancy a little snack, and this tastes delicious, I'm gonna have a little hummus and pita bread. Can't go wrong. I'm gonna top it with the everyday bagel seasoning. Goodness. I'm now thinking, why didn't I do the measurements for this? This is delicious. That is a really good hummus. Continuing with my little prep, I actually like to have a few things just on hand. So I've got my hummus, and I'm gonna do that quinoa that I mentioned. I've got some asparagus, also got some mange tout as well. So I'm just gonna make a very spring, very green quinoa salad. I might add some feta in. I'm gonna toast and chop some almonds, so lots of fresh herbs. This dill is holding on for dear life, but I might be able to use a few threads, and I've got some parsley as well. I'm gonna stop eating the almonds and I'm gonna toast them. Chopped vegetables, mange tout, asparagus, a little bit of parsley, the toasted and chopped almonds, and the quinoa that's cooked. So I'm gonna put together a really quick kind of zesty, lemony dressing and throw everything together, add the feta in. big batch, so I'll have enough for the beginning of the week. That will last me like, what, 2-3 days or something. I don't think this rhubarb's gonna go very fast, so I'm going to combine it with some strawberries. That was actually one of the suggestions from my Instagram story, so I think it will, not I think it will, I'm sure it will, because I've never done it, but I'm sure it will work really well. Rhubarb and strawberry compote. Let's have a taste of this compote. What? That is delicious. Porridge in the AM tomorrow. So I'm back in my kitchen. I'm gonna put some dinner together. I've got a piece of salmon. What I really want to share with you is this sweet potato mash that I've been loving. It's a wild garlic and leek sweet potato mash. We're just gonna cook the wild garlic down so it extracts all the flavor. And then we're gonna throw lots of butter in, cook the leeks down also, and just like combine everything together. It's gonna be a very, very simple meal, but one that I have been absolutely obsessed with. My go-to salmon seasoning as of late, it consists of like about seven ingredients. So I love this Steenberg's herby lemon rub. So I mix that with some olive oil, some tamari, honey, and any kind of spicy red paste that I have on hand. Today I think I have some harissa and lots of lemon juice or lime juice. As much as I love wild garlic in pestos and things like that, I do love cooking it. I think it just brings out the flavour even more. Grab a little bit of olive oil and we're going to throw that into the pan. I'm gonna tuck into this food. I'm gonna go sit down and just enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Hope you're able to take away something valuable in this video, whether it's just preparing a wild garlic sweet potato mash or just seeing the seasonal produce that I picked up earlier from the farmer's market. Drop me a comment if you have anything to ask me. I will see you soon.